If you keep waking up at exactly 3 o'clock in the morning, it might be a warning sign of a serious health issue you have never even thought of. Have you ever suddenly found yourself waking up right at 3 o'clock in the morning, feeling like your body was shaken awake by something, invisible and impossible to explain? And then you toss and turn, unable to fall back asleep, even though the sky is still completely dark. If this is happening to you, then do not skip this video, because it may not just be a coincidence. It could be an important sign that your health is out of balance, both physically and mentally. Especially for older adults, waking up at a specific time in the middle of the night, like 3 o'clock, is not random. It could be your body's way of sending a distress signal, a cry for help that you may have overlooked. And here's the most important part. Once you understand the real cause, you can absolutely improve your sleep, restore your health, and enjoy your later years much more fully. Before we dive in, take a moment to drop a positive affirmation in the comments below. Something like a little promise to yourself to attract good things. For example, I am healing more and more every day. Or any wish you have in mind. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on more content like this. Let's build a space filled with uplifting energy where we can all grow and live healthier lives in our golden years. So, why 3 o'clock in the morning? Why not 1 o'clock? Why not 5 o'clock? Why is it always that exact time, as if there is an invisible clock inside your body waking you up? To understand this phenomenon, we need to look at the natural rhythms of the human body, what we call the biological clock. This internal clock governs almost everything: digestion, waste elimination, sleep, and even mood. And as we age, this clock begins to shift slightly out of sync, making our sleep lighter and easier to disrupt, even by the smallest triggers. In particular, both modern medicine and traditional Eastern practices have observed that the time between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning is when the liver is working at its peak. This is when detoxification and body repair processes are most active. But from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, if you wake up, it may be your body reacting because something is off. Maybe your liver is not functioning well, or maybe you are experiencing stress without even realizing it. Waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning is not just insomnia. It could be your body's subtle way of saying, pay more attention to your health. There might be something going on inside that you are not aware of. Understanding the biological clock is one thing, but what is even more important is this. What is causing your body to jolt awake at exactly 3 o'clock in the morning? This is not just random. It might be a sign that your health is under strain. Disrupted sleep is often the result of a mix of psychological and physical factors. And if this keeps happening over and over, it might mean your body is trying to tell you something. Let's take a closer look at the possible health-related causes. 1. Mild anxiety or depression. As we age, our minds become more sensitive than ever. With more time for rest, and children and grandchildren getting busier, feelings of loneliness, disconnection, financial worries, health concerns, or even just old sad memories can quietly rise up and wake up with you in the middle of the night. And 3 o'clock in the morning, when the body is in its most fragile state during the sleep cycle, is exactly the time when negative thoughts can surface most strongly. According to medical research, people with mild anxiety or depression often experience REM sleep disturbances, which make them more likely to wake up during the night, especially between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. At that time, your nervous system becomes overly stimulated. You do not need noise or bright lights. Just a small emotional shift is enough to jolt you awake. What is concerning is that anxiety and depression in older adults are very hard to detect because they do not show the same signs as in younger people. There are no dramatic breakdowns. Instead, you may notice ongoing fatigue, irritability, emotional sensitivity, insomnia, and a heavy, mentally exhausted feeling. Many people assume this is just getting old, but in reality, it may be a cry for help from your mental health. The good news is, you do not have to go through it alone, and you absolutely can get better. Start with simple things. Talk more with your loved ones. Do light physical activity daily. Try some meditation or relaxing yoga. And if you need to, reach out to a mental health professional. Recognizing there is a problem is the very first step toward healing, and it is the most important one. 2. Declining thyroid function or unstable blood sugar levels. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like some invisible alarm clock goes off at the same time every night? Well, it is not a coincidence. In many cases, hormonal imbalances, especially declining thyroid function or unstable blood sugar levels, are the hidden culprits. For older adults, the thyroid, a small gland in the neck, plays a huge role in maintaining energy levels, regulating body temperature, and supporting quality sleep. When the thyroid is underactive, you may experience a range of issues like cold hands and feet, a slow heart rate, dry skin, fatigue, and most noticeably, sleep disturbances. At night, your body needs to cool down in order to fall into a deep sleep. But when thyroid hormones drop, that cooling process gets interrupted, making you more likely to wake up, especially between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. Likewise, unstable blood sugar levels, especially in people with a history of diabetes or prediabetes, can cause blood sugar to drop during the night. When that happens, your body reacts by releasing adrenaline, a danger alert hormone that causes a racing heart, sweaty palms, restlessness, and boom, you are suddenly wide awake. And yes, the most common time this happens is around 3 o'clock in the morning. What makes this tricky is that these symptoms are often so quiet and subtle. People brush them off as typical aging, napping too much during the day, or just being used to waking up. But if you consistently wake up at the same time each night, especially with feelings like anxiety, slight hunger, chills, or trouble falling back asleep, your thyroid or blood sugar levels may be out of balance. The good news? These issues are completely manageable. Regular thyroid hormone tests, fasting blood sugar checks, adjusting your diet, and light daily exercise can all help bring your body's rhythms back into balance, allowing you to sleep deeper and more soundly. 3. Poor urinary function. One very common but often overlooked reason why older adults wake up in the night is declining function in the urinary system, especially the kidneys and bladder. You may already be used to waking up to urinate at night, thinking, well, that is just part of getting old. But in reality, it could be your body signaling that your health is changing. As we age, the kidney's ability to filter decreases, and the bladder loses its natural elasticity, meaning it cannot hold as much urine as it used to. On top of that, the muscles that control urination weaken, making you feel the need to go even when your bladder is not full. The result? You wake up in the middle of the night, usually between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning, to use the bathroom. And then, you cannot get back to sleep. It gets worse when underlying conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or prostate enlargement in men come into play. These conditions increase urine production at night or mess with the signals that tell your body when it actually needs to go, triggering your alarm system even when it is not urgent. The danger of frequent nighttime waking is that your body can no longer reach deep sleep. That leads to long-term fatigue, brain fog, memory issues, and even depression. Each time you wake up to use the bathroom is not just a physical interruption. It silently chips away at your quality of life, night after night. But here is the good news. It can be improved. Regular checkups of your kidney function and prostate, keeping track of your fluid intake in the evening, and avoiding diuretics late in the day can all help. Also, gentle daytime exercise, avoiding caffeine and alcohol at night, and developing a calming bedtime routine are simple yet powerful ways to help you sleep better. 4. Side effects from the medication you are taking. Did you know that sometimes the reason you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning might have nothing to do with stress or aging? It could actually come from the very pills you take every day. Older adults often have to take medication to manage chronic conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, or joint issues. In fact, Some people take 4 or 5 different medications daily, but here is what many do not realize. As the body ages, the way it absorbs and processes medication also changes. The liver and kidneys, the 2 main organs responsible for filtering out medication, start to slow down, which means the drugs stay in your system longer and are more likely to cause side effects, especially at night. A common example is diuretics, which are often prescribed for people with high blood pressure or heart failure. If taken in the late afternoon or evening, these medications can make you get up to urinate several times at night, disrupting your natural sleep cycle and leaving you exhausted the next morning. Some pain relievers and anti-inflammatory drugs, while easing joint pain, can also irritate your stomach or slightly increase your heart rate, causing you to wake up in the middle of the night feeling restless and uncomfortable. And we cannot forget the medications that affect the nervous system, such as sleeping pills or antidepressants. If they are not a good match for your body, or if taken at the wrong time, they can alter your sleep structure, making it harder for you to fall into deep sleep or go back to sleep after waking up. The real issue is that many older adults do not recognize these as side effects. They assume it is just part of getting old, hormonal. So they continue taking the same medications for years, while their sleep worsens, their mood drops, and their memory fades, without knowing why. The solution is not to stop taking your medication. It is to understand what you are taking and have an open conversation with your doctor if something feels off. Your doctor might suggest a different medication, adjust the dosage, or simply change the time you take it. Sometimes, just moving one pill from nighttime to morning can help you sleep straight through the night. Remember, no matter how old you are, quality sleep is the foundation of a healthy body. If you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night and suspect it might be from your medication, do not suffer in silence. Listen to your body and speak up. A healthy life in your later years starts with small steps, like a good night's sleep. Waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning may seem like a small thing. Maybe your body is just reacting to an early bedtime, a late dinner, or a restless mood. But if this keeps happening, night after night, it could be a warning sign that deserves serious attention. So, when should you see a doctor? First, if you keep waking up around the same time each night, especially between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning, for more than 2 weeks, and it comes with trouble falling back asleep, feeling tired all day, being unfocused, or forgetful, then do not wait. This could be a sign of psychological or hormonal issues like mild depression, anxiety, thyroid problems, or blood sugar imbalances. Second, if your wake-ups come with unusual symptoms like a racing heart, sweating, chest tightness, shortness of breath, numbness in your hands or feet, or trembling, these could be early signs of cardiovascular, respiratory, or neurological conditions that need early diagnosis. Third, if you are currently taking medication for a chronic illness and notice your sleep is getting worse, speak to your doctor. Do not be shy. Adjusting the timing, changing the dosage, or switching to a different medication could greatly improve your sleep without affecting your treatment plan. And finally, if you feel emotionally drained, lose interest in things you used to enjoy, find yourself snapping more easily, or feeling empty for long periods, do not hesitate to reach out to a mental health professional. Your mental well-being deserves just as much care as your physical health, especially in later life, when the heart and mind can be more vulnerable than they seem. Now, not everything requires medication, and not every sleep issue means something serious. In many cases, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning can be significantly improved with just a few simple lifestyle changes. 1. Avoid going to bed too early. Many older adults eat dinner early and go to bed around 8 or 9 o'clock at night. That means by 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, your body has already had enough sleep and wakes up. Try shifting your bedtime to around 10 o'clock to help your body rest in a more natural rhythm. 2. Create a relaxing sleep environment. Keep your bedroom quiet, well ventilated, with soft lighting. Avoid phones and televisions before bed. A cozy pillow, a warm blanket, and the gentle scent of lavender or peppermint essential oils can help your brain relax and drift into deeper sleep. 3. limit water intake after 7 o'clock in the evening. Nighttime urination is one of the biggest causes of sleep disruption. Make sure you drink plenty of water during the day, but cut back in the evening, especially after dinner. 4. Do gentle exercise every day. A 15 to 30-minute walk in the morning or evening, some simple stretching, or light yoga not only improves circulation, but also boosts your mood and supports better sleep. 5. Unwind before bedtime. Read a book, listen to soft music, take a warm bath, or practice deep breathing for 5 minutes before bed. These small habits help calm your nervous system and make it easier to fall and stay asleep. 6. Use natural sleep aids. A cup of chamomile tea, some warm water with honey, or a few almonds are all gentle, healthy options that help your body relax without needing any sleeping pills. Waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning might seem like just another annoying part of getting older, but it could actually be your body's way of sending an important message. It might be reminding you that your health, whether physical, mental, hormonal, or even related to those tiny pills you take, needs more attention. And here is the beautiful part. You are not powerless. Once you understand the root cause, tune into your body and make a few small changes in your daily routine, you can reclaim peaceful nights, deep sleep, and a refreshed spirit every morning. Growing older does not mean giving up. In fact, it is the time when you deserve more peace, more ease, and more positive energy than ever. And sleep is the first step toward that. Before we wrap up, leave a positive comment below as a commitment to your own health. Something like, "I am learning to sleep better and love my body more every day," or anything that inspires you. These words will not only motivate you, but also spread strength and hope to the entire community. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on more heartfelt, valuable content like this. We are building a community that lives healthy, lives beautifully, and lives with purpose in our golden years. See you in the next video.